Hello and welcome back to our channel, How We Move the Decimal. In the video today, I am photographing slides of flowers, trees, landscape, scenery, all of that. These are slides I pull out of my other slide lots that people buy. They usually don't want, like as you can tell right now on the screen, they usually don't want a picture of a random flower or rose. And the individuals that we bought the slides from, I think the wife was a master gardener, so she would often take pictures of flowers, flower beds, unique trees, and all of that on their travels. So I would pull those out. I have probably a little over 1,000 flowers, trees, houses. So I like to get you what you pay for, and I know I'd be disappointed if I bought a bunch of slides and half of them were flowers. So I do pull them out. They do sell. They sell them cheaper and faster. But that is what this video is. Now for selling the slides, I have several lots of videos that we are going to go through, but once those videos are done, I am done. I have been through all of our slides. I have scanned and looked through over 6,000 slides, which is absolutely insane to me. It's taken almost 2 years of actively working with them to get through it, but they are done. Does that mean I'll get more slides again? Yes, I'm constantly on the lookout for slides, especially at estate sales and auctions and stuff. So if I find them, I will pick them up for a good price. I will say I'm currently looking at an estate sale auction that is online but local to me, and they have a set of slides, a box full of slides. I did bid on it, but I was priced out of that very quickly. I think the box, and the box is not like a huge box, but I think the box is up to $50 now, and there's maybe 500 slides in the box. But I tried to zoom in and look at them, and a lot of them say like Christmas or anniversary. And I look for slides of locations. So I'm not going to spend $50 for Christmas or birthdays or anniversaries. While like cool to look at, the resale's not there on that. So that's not my bag. I'm not going to pay $50 for that. Not to mention they aren't stored that well. The boxes are just thrown into this box. Does that mean that they were stored properly and then the auctioneer just tossed them all in the box? Maybe. But it also means maybe they weren't taken care of. Maybe they were not they are climate sensitive. Slides are climate sensitive. So maybe they were stored in a hot garage or a hot attic. Maybe there was moisture and now there's mold on the slides. So $50 is just not something that I'm willing to throw away. And I think about it that way every time I buy slides. Is this money I'm willing to lose? So am I okay with never seeing that again? I'm not okay with never seeing $50 again. My day job, we talk about like research and stuff like that. And one of the things was a lot of people will do things for $50. Well, $50 is like the cutoff. So if you want someone to volunteer for something, if you offer $50, more than likely they're going to volunteer for it. $50 is like the magic point. Well, that's for me. Like $40, I could think about it. 50 was it. Like I bid up to the $40 mark and I just checked it today and it's already up to 55, and I was definitely priced out. So I don't feel like I missed it by a little. I don't know, like when you look at online auctions, you get like the crazy bidding. Same with like in-person auctions, especially this online auction. It's much like the old days of eBay auctions where you can go back and forth all the way to the end. And I've done that before, and I found out that is not good for my mental health. So I usually set my max bid and walk away. And I went back and looked at it today to see what I was still winning, what I wasn't, what my max bid would be. And I saw how high the slides had gotten. So it wasn't like I just missed them by a little bit. They were far off from my cap. So I felt better about it. But I'm kind of wondering who's buying this box of slides for $55, because normally when I go to like in-person auctions or in-person estate sales, like with the slides I'm photographing now, they were basically giving them away. They just wanted people to take them. And like the fantasy part of me thinks it's a family member trying to buy back their own slides, but maybe not. Maybe it's another reseller that does really well with slides, or maybe it's somebody that sells the vintage photos, because technically you own the originals, so you can duplicate and sell. Maybe it's that. I don't know. Again, my romanticized part of me thinks it's a family member. My husband thinks that I'm probably way off the mark, but I kind of hope it's a family member trying to buy their slides back. Otherwise I can't for the life of me realize why they are spending that much money on slides. And one of the local auction places we go to, every weekend they have an auction with like rack wagons and stuff. And the last time my husband went, which was like 2 months ago, he was able to get a box of slides for $6, like a big box of slides. That was probably about the same size box as that's going for $50 in this online auction. So I don't know, but I know 50 was I was done. I was like, out, peace, sorry, enjoy your slides. I hope they're not moldy, because several of the slides, and I don't show them when I'm photographing them because they are not making it into the listings, but several of the slides I've gone through, I've had to throw away because they've had mold on them. They have warped or stained or discolored because they were left exposed to light for too long. One of the slide like carousels, because a lot of the slides I bought were still in the round carousels. One of the carousels, I guess it actually lit like on fire in the slide projector because it smelled like smoke, and all of the slides were burned. They weren't like crispy burned, but they were all discolored and burned and warped. And all I was thinking was, man, I would be really pissed if I paid $50 for this box and there was burnt slides in it. And ironically, the slides that were burnt that I had pulled out of somebody's garbage. I asked them at their rummage sale, do you have any like vintage slides or photos or anything? And they're like, oh yeah, we just threw a big box of slides or a big garbage bag of slides away. And they threw a 13-gallon garbage bag. They had just dumped slides in there and threw it away. And I got that for free. I was like, do you care if I take it out of your garbage? And they looked at me like I was insane, but I was able to do it. So it's just, I don't know if they've become popular again. I might be out of the loop here. Maybe they're popular. Maybe they're selling really well on Whatnot. Since I'm not on there, I don't know. Maybe somebody sells a bunch of slides there. That could be a thing, I guess. But I got priced out of that. I'm waiting on several other things I'm bidding on right now. They are like vintage cast iron banks and stuff. Like I've said in previous videos, I can get my hands on vintage. I can get my hands on mid-century modern. I'm not going to get my hands on like name brand clothes and stuff, but I can get my hands on that. So I am waiting to see what's going on there, waiting to see how that's going to end up wise for like what I end up getting, what I don't end up getting. I always hate, like the one thing I went to bid on was the slides, and of course I'm not getting that, so I'm wondering what else I will get, because everything else I was like, well, I'm gonna go there and pick this up anyway. With this online auction, we have to drive there and pick up, and you don't want to just drive there and pick up one item. So I bid on other things I'm not familiar with. So I know how to sell slides and how to photograph slides. I don't know that much about vintage cast iron, so that'll be very interesting for me to learn. I love looking stuff up like that. You can see my video on the channel about me walking through the online auction where they have the cast iron and the slides, so that you can kind of see what's going on there. But I think it'll be interesting, and if I do get them, then I'll make a video about photographing them and how much they sell for and what I'm going to price them as. But I didn't even think about looking at vintage cast iron banks. Had no idea. I knew about the mechanical ones, but these are just like door stops. They're just cast iron, which is going to be so heavy if I win these. and I will have to go pick it up because my husband will be at work. And so with my work schedule, I can be slightly more flexible and I can leave and pick things up. So I will have to go pick them up by myself probably, and it'll be a lot of stuff to list, which I'm also need more things to list. I'm almost completely through our death pile, and I have winter's coming. You know, I sound like Game of Thrones. Winter is coming. Winter is coming in the Midwest, and I'm not going to be able to source as much. And thank you for watching my video, and please watch my other videos and stay tuned for future videos.